I was thinking about what Scott told me on Friday about the fact that this thing crashes, and so it needs to be um, extremely durable, somewhat cheap, and we want to grab pallets from the sides, so it's going to have to be pretty large as compared to other grippers that you guys are using. If I cut sort of the iron cross out of a plate of aluminum and put a bunch of slots down it, it was not only heavy and bulky, but it doesn't have a lot of strength. Um, and it was expensive. So it's a 4x8 sheet of 1/2 inch aluminum cut in half essentially. Um, it gets expensive quickly. So I was looking for an alternative solution, and I came across Rock West Components. This is sort of like the Rexroth extrusion that you guys use, except for it's carbon fiber. So all of these components, with the exception of this plate here, are catalog parts. They're all orderable. What I've done is I've used their clamp brackets on the 4 cross pieces, and I think we can attach this DSLR track slider to those. If you look at how this thing is configured, it's another profiled extrusion. But what I like about it is it comes with the slider that I need and the lock. You can see the locking mechanism on there. And the price. So let's say $60 for 4 of those. Attached at each one of these cross beams. That gets us out to the outside of the pallet and we can bolt the gripper to that DSLR slider, and it'll get us right up to the pallet wherever it's at. This plate here, because I've made the other plates for you guys, that's the bolt pattern that you need to get from that same bracket, basically adapted over to the bolt pattern for your robot. And then it's not every day that I show you guys my costs, but in this case I think it's a pretty cool project. So this Rock West Components sells the tubing. There's 14 feet of tube at $54.79 a foot. You get the idea. Here's how I'm making all the angles. These are the connectors that bolt inside of the carbon fiber tubing. I can show you that. And then these are the attached brackets that I used. And the total is $1,294.81. So if I hide one of those, you can see the adapters that go inside of there and get bolted up. That's what that'll end up looking like. I think I can assemble it for, let's say, $1,000. So you got, what was it, $64, $59 each in DSLR sliders. So call that $240, and then $1,294. You want to say $1,000 for labor assembling it, and probably a couple hundred for this plate. Let me know if this is in the ballpark or something you want to try. I think this will be extraordinarily rigid, and it will also be relatively cheap. If it did break, all of the components on the ends are still good, and so you'd just be out one length of carbon fiber tubing. You can read up on that carbon fiber tubing on Rock West's website. Oh, here, let's go here. This is filament wound. There's a whole video about how they do it. It's very, very strong. So, and it would keep the weight down to a minimum so that the robot's not struggling. Let me know if you want to try it. Thank you.